Namaste, dear yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. So for today's practice, you will need a strap or a towel, something that you can use as an extension for your arms. So as you lie on your back, draw the right knee to your chest for a moment, and then grab that strap or towel, whatever it is that you're using, and place it around the ball of the right foot, holding each end of the strap in one hand. So starting to stretch out the back of the right leg, the hamstring muscle. So this is a really good practice for your evening after a full day on your feet, for example. So come to soften the shoulders here. Don't draw that leg towards you forcefully. There's a little bit of guidance given by the hands. Some muscular effort in both legs. I'm now taking my strap over to my right hand, so both ends of the strap. Placing my left hand onto my left hip and pinning it down. And a little external rotation in the right leg, so you're pointing those toes outwards before you bring that right leg out to the side. So important here is to keep both buttocks grounded, so the tendency here is to roll up from the left side, so keep that moving down, feeling your belly moving towards the left, so activation of the navel center, and then reaching out through both feet. As you bring your leg back up, release the strap and come to a twist by bending the right knee and taking it over to the left side. Unless you're really sure that your back feels happy, you can take the straight leg over as well with the strap. And again, a nice breath in the belly. Steady long exhale out, softening shoulders, face and jaw, twisting the spine. As you come back to the center, draw the knee in, and this time a little bit sideways, so the right knee comes towards the right armpit. And then you're stepping the sole of the left foot down onto the mat, coming to what's called a threading the needle pose. So you thread the right hand between the legs, left hand from the outside, interlocking your fingers behind the thigh or in front of your shin. Draw the left knee towards your chest and move the right knee slightly away from you, activating the right foot by drawing the right toes up towards the right knee. Again, shoulders soft, face soft. Big exhale into the right buttock. Alright. Sole of the left foot comes down onto the mat and the right ankle stays how it is. And then look how I have pivoted the left knee down onto the ground, so the sole of the right foot comes down onto the ground as well. Right hand stretches out to the side, and then you soften the right buttock the best as you can, moving maybe that right knee slightly away from yourself. So you feel that around your glutes, the outer thigh. It might not be huge. You might want to maybe slide that left knee a little bit higher, so the right foot comes a little bit higher towards your chest. Important here is that softening around the right buttock, so that thigh bone gets heavy and is drawn down towards the ground. And then as you come back to the center, you slide that right knee all the way across and then draw both knees into your chest. So you're like in Gomukhasana, lying down. And then unhooking. Draw the knees to chest, nose between the knees as you exhale 3 times. So squeezing breath out, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, let the knees float away, head back. Once more, exhale, knees between the nose between the knees. Alright, and then the other side. So left knee comes to chest. a moment here to feel that left hip. And then you're going through the same poses on the other side. So left leg straightens up towards the sky using a strap, holding it on both hands, making sure your shoulder blades are down on the mat. Activate both legs, pushing out through the balls of the feet. But again, not too forcefully. Feel the hamstring. Give it some slack. Give it some deep exhales. And then it's time to take that leg out to the side. So both ends of the strap to the left hand. Right hand comes onto the right hip, pinning it down. And then taking the left leg out towards the left. Doesn't have to be a big opening there. So make sure that you're not trying to take that right hip with you. Activate your deep abdominal muscles there to keep the pelvis steady. And as you come into the pose, start to stretch out through both of your feet so they're active. But the shoulders stay soft, face stays soft, jaw stays soft. Stretch it back up. And I release the strap and take a bent knee over to the right for a twist. I extend the left hand out towards the left. And then a few nice deep breaths again here, releasing exhales. Tension from the spine, tension from the lower back. And then as you come back to the center for just a breath or two, I squeeze the knee towards my left armpit to the side. And then stepping the sole of the right foot down onto the mat, placing my ankle right over that right knee, and then draw the right knee towards you and see where you can interlock your hands most easily. It can be behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Again, drawing that right knee just the right amount, drawing it in so that you start to feel a stretch around the left outer hip area. And then pausing and taking a few nice exhales there. Wow. And then starting to prepare into the twist from there. So your legs stay as they are when the sole of the right foot comes down onto the mat. And I just start to pivot, right knee down, and that takes my sole of the left foot down as well. And I usually inch that right knee a little bit towards my chest so it comes a little bit higher. Then stretching the left hand out so the left shoulder grounds nicely. And then take all your attention to the left buttock area and soften the glutes, soften the lower back, and really imagine that left thigh bone being heavy and drawn down towards the mat. And releasing tension from lower back, from the glutes. And then for the last reclined hip stretch, just knees come up. You snuggle that left knee all the way across and then you draw both knees into your chest. Again, just soften the shoulders down a tiny bit more. Let your breath reach down into the hips. And then unhooking, take your legs up towards the sky, maybe some ankle circles one way and the other way. And then just throw your hands and legs up and just shake them up, shake them up, shake them up. And then let yourself drop down, legs, hands. And if you have some time, then take a moment to just lie on the ground. Do you feel your body getting heavier the more you start to release and soften? So as if you're filled with sand, you're letting yourself sink down. A smooth breath. No attempt to control the breath in any way. Just notice as it exits and enters, as it maybe balloons the belly slightly, and then you feel the belly dropping back towards the spine. So just taking a moment to feel, to be alert and in your body yet relaxed at the same time. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.